Hi everyone, it is Michael. Wanted to come on and say hi to everyone, see how everyone is doing in the midst of our stay-at-home events. For me, this has been very different. As I sat down to do this video, I realized I haven't been as diligent in connecting to my source and communicating with my spiritual team as much as I do when I'm working every single day. And, when I'm working and I have clients coming in, I'm very focused on getting connected before in every session. And I find that now that I've had a little more free time for myself, I haven't been doing that as much. And I think it's kind of probably why I'm at where I'm at right now. So let me tell you where I'm at, in that I wanted to do this video because I felt like I needed to do something. I was really feeling pushed and called to do something, to reach out, to communicate, get a sense of communicating with all of you that are in the same circumstance, right? That we all are dealing with these energies, dealing with the virus, dealing with staying at home. It has created a whole new dynamic of our life. And I'm really been in observance of that. I've also been really sick. So there's two reasons for this video today. One, I wanted to come forward and share that I have been sick. Is it the COVID-19? Has all the symptoms of it. This is like day 13 or 14. So you'll notice that my voice is very husky and I'll probably cough. But I'm doing really well. I'm recovering, but I've certainly had all of the symptoms. I chose not to go to a traditional doctor, which is usually the way I do. I have a doctor who is a acupuncturist and more of a naturopath, a chiropractor. She does energy work. She also does a lot of acupressure. She has a full array of things that she does, as well as supplements. So I've been along with her guidelines as well as utilizing my own muscle testing on what my body needs to recover from this. And just by being ill has created a whole variety of things that came up for me, because I really, truly believed I was not going to get sick. I have really had to come to grips with the idea of why I got sick. I always believe that there's, an ulterior underlying reason about this. And maybe we'll get into that a little bit more into this, but one, I just wanted to let you know that I am sick. And I have been for, like I say, I don't know. I got sick of Thursday, Friday, 14, 15 days. No, 10, 11 days. I'd have to count. It's about a week and a half. So having been sick like this, for the first week, I did nothing. Like, I couldn't do anything. I slept probably the first 4 days. Then once the fever broke, it was just a matter of me getting better a little bit every day. And I'm much, much better. Like I said, it's just this little cough. I still have a little bit of chest congestion, but I'm certainly on the progress of being much better than getting worse. So it's just a matter of time before it wears itself out and releases me completely. With that being said, the next thing is I've been really wanting to do something. I have really felt compelled to do something, but I just can't seem to get focused on what that thing is. And I don't think I'm alone in that. I've probably mentioned many times that I want to do more online things. And every time I start something, I just can't seem to get it to the next step. Like, it just isn't falling into place. So you know what? I thought I would come on today and we can look at where I'm at, because, you all are also trying to figure out where you are, but the answers are all within ourselves. So as being an example, I thought I would work through what I'm going through just to give you guys some feedback about maybe ways for you to also do the same thing. I've been big into journaling lately. Journaling has been huge. I recommend it for a lot of my clients because journaling is a great way to get a lot of the fluff out of you, especially if you have a lot of repetitive mind thought, and to get into hearing more information from your spiritual team. And you can do that just by just writing and writing and writing and allowing it to just flow freely from you. And so I feel like this course that I want to do is around journaling, but I just am, it's just not all cohesive yet. So with that being said, my intention today is to figure out where and what my focus should be on. And I thought I would do some oracle cards with that. Question is for myself, help for guidance on where my next step is. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it says something along the lines of just relax and allow it to be, because I have in my past a well-known way of doing things, which is push, 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 because I want to get it done. I know I want to do it and I want to get it done. And I'm not always the most patient when it comes to waiting for the time that my soul team is thinking is best. And I want to be on path. I want to be in line with them. All right. I'm going to state that right here. I want to be in complete alignment with my spiritual team about being on this path. And so if it is about waiting, then I still need to learn patience. But I thought I would do some oracle cards and see what it is that they would share with me about my next step, where my focus, my full focus should be on my next full step. It's a popular question that all my clients have, and we always work it through in a session. So today it's about me. I'm going to do my own session on me today. So I'm looking at the oracle cards that I picked before I started, and Ganesh is really speaking to me, and apparently Ganesh was on, or the camera was on Ganesh's card. So I'm going to fix that. All right. So I've got Ganesh's cards. And then what else? I got to have Dragon, the Dragon Path Oracle cards. And what are these? I got some new ones. Soul Truth. Ooh, these are new. I don't even think I've used them yet. Soul Truth. I have this full collection of Oracle cards. I just love them. I think they can be so insightful, but they're also like works of art. And the artistry and the effort put into these cards, you know, they might seem easy, but I know better. There's a lot of work that are put into these. And I so value that. I so value it. All right, so this deck, I don't believe has a book to go with it. Like they have words on the cards themselves to give us information. So I'm going to use that deck. I'm going to pull out my Dragon Path Oracle cards. If any of you know me, I love my dragons. In fact, I pulled out, this is the first crystal dragon I ever adopted. It's Zephiel is his name. He's got a quartz, so like he's got a hole in his head. And it goes all the way through. Look, you can see me all the way through. He's Brazilian quartz. He's amazing. Love him. So he's here with me, and I also have this. This is not amethyst. This is I'm forgetting the name of the stone at the moment, but it is a purple. It's the one that goes purple and blue. He, you know, he's a little beat up, unfortunately. He's lost a few of his horns. just the tips of them. That's the nature of this kind of material. It tends to have weak spots in it. And this is Jean, and he is a channel for the Immortal 7, which I didn't even know about. I never even heard of the Immortal 7 until I got this particular crystal. And then I have this one again, and a little beat up. They travel with me. They like to go to all these different places. And this is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin comes through my pure quartz. Beautiful. So those are my crystal dragons, but we're, like I said, we're pulling out the cards for the dragon path, about what they might want to share, and then Ganesh. I say Ganesh, it's Ganesh or Ganesha. We'll have him. I love Ganesh. I'm going to get my Ganesh statue. You know, and I use these to connect with them. It's not that that they're not like an idol where you think that they are a god and have God qualities. I see them as more as ascended masters, and when I work with their representations, it just helps me tune into them. Like I can hold and I can just feel closer to him because I can see him, and I absolutely love that one. I think I've showed a little detail about that one before. So let's start with Ganesh. A few cards for Ganesh. So today, clearing these cards. Looking for clarity on my next step. Looking for clarity for Michael. And that's what we're going to do. Clarity on Michael. Oh. And I wanted to clarify, you know, I said I was going to do my own little session on myself, but this isn't necessarily the way I would do a session with a client. This is the way I do a session for me. All right, so a card fell out. 3 cards fell out. And I thought I'm not quite, I don't know. Not quite feeling it yet. I think I was unfocused. So I just want a card for me for unsure what my focus is, looking for clarity and guidance from Ganesh as well as my spiritual team. Looking for information on where I'm going, what I'm doing, where to put my full focus in this time of being at home, right? I have all this extra time, which I have so enjoyed. My husband's actually even came home, which was a surprise. I never thought they would send him home, but they're even having him work from home, which has been wonderful. Having a little bit more time with him. You know, I work from, I shouldn't say that, I don't work from home anymore because I do have an office that I go into and utilize for one-on-one sessions, but I do the majority of my computer work at home, so it feels like I work from home, because when you have your own business, it is always something to do. Always, always, always. All right. Now we have, all right, so the card that, actually we got 2 cards, Inner Knowing. That's what they always tell you, right? You know what you need to do. And what I'm getting is this inner knowing is, it's a reference to what I said earlier about being patient. For me, I need to learn some patience on waiting for the perfect time. That everything that I am currently experiencing, the things that I'm learning just by doing all the research that I am for this course, is serving a purpose. And that could be just that maybe I haven't found that perfect piece yet. So I still need to keep looking. Oh, so I need to keep looking. The second card is guidance. I feel like they're trying to tell me that I need to go and be doing more meditation. Like, did I mention my husband's home more? I haven't been doing my meditations. You know, I'm so used to him going off to work, and then I sit and do my meditation, and that was my routine. My routine is just completely gone. I have no routine now. And so I haven't been doing my meditation. We've just been kind of finding our way with this new normality for the month of April, right? We still have a couple more months to go. I'm in North Carolina. Our stay-at-home guidance is through the end of end of April. And so we've got a good 2 more weeks being at home, and that's going to be the new normal for the couple of weeks. And I haven't been looking for my inner guidance as much. I have been more in my head. That's interesting, isn't it? So looking at this, what I'm getting and sensing and feeling is like they're right here. They're here. They're waiting. They're giving me the guidance. And now it's up to me to follow my own inner knowingness, right? That inner knowing that I just need to be patient. Patience. Okay. I need to have a drink with that one. Patience. Who's got patience? Patience. I need patience. All right. I dig it. I can do that. All right. So I'm going to set those there. Oh, I should see what the book says. Inner Knowing 17. Within each of us lies our intuitive knowing. Motivation and ideas are present, yet untapped in this space within us. The spark of the divine waits patiently for us to tune in and retrieve our guidance. That is so funny because not only, Joe, it literally says tap into the guidance, and the second card was guidance. So I'm just going to go to guidance. 33. Guidance is all about learning to communicate with your soul and discovering and manifesting your purpose. Yeah. Guidance is based on communication. Did I just not say I haven't been talking to them and communicating with them as much as I should? Okay. As you open up, your soul begins to communicate your inner purpose for this lifetime to you. When you learn to hear and recognize its prompting, your life starts to take on a magical quality. You know what? My life already has that magical quality. It's amazing. I am in such a wonderful, beautiful space right now. I am so blessed, and I can laugh at myself about my impatience because I've really learned to recognize it within myself. And so when this comes up, it's almost like an old familiar friend, and I don't get nearly as bent out of shape about it. And I recognize the truth of it. In the past, when they first told me about how impatient I was, it really surprised me, actually, because I was like, I'm not impatient. I'm not stubborn. And everyone had a really good chuckle about it. And I'm like looking around going, me? Yeah, big time stubborn, big time impatient. So I can laugh at that now, right? And when it still rears itself, I can look at that in real authenticity and go, okay, I get that. And that's when I know I need to lean back and pick up the communication with my guidance. Because, what happens is I get focused on something like, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do. And when I do that, I block off all my communication with my spiritual team. When I sit back and relax and really appreciate where I'm at and who I am and how far I've come, then I can really reconnect with that and be back in the flow of receiving the information that I need. And then when I receive that, there's a great knowingness of exactly moving forward easily and effortlessly with clarity. It's beautiful. So, and I'm feeling that. Like, can you see? I'm much more relaxed just by having tuned into that and recognizing it and going, yeah, you're right. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. There's just no denying it. I have to, my husband being at home, sorry, let me refresh my tea. He's had some things come up in his family recently. He comes from a very large family. He has many siblings, over 10 siblings. And they have been emailing about what happens when parents get older. There's things that you have to take care of, estate issues. And there's been a lot of emails going back and forth. And unfortunately, they're not all happy emails. They're not all emails where everyone's working together. Unfortunately, there's a lot of division about opinions on that. And, my husband, he has an opinion about everything that's going on, and he has wanted to share his opinion, and he did. He got into the realm of that and shared his opinion with everybody. And we went for a walk last night, and he was like, he's just all worked up about how everybody, and we had a wonderful opportunity to just talk to one another about this, and talk about why do people feel that they need to control everything, not only in their life, but everyone else's life. Like, they have ultra control, which is a good example of what I was trying to do earlier when I'm trying to push. That's me trying to control myself into doing what I think I should be doing, instead of communicating and just flowing with the natural resources that I have that will guide me directly to where I need to go easily and effortlessly. And we were talking about this thing about where people feel like they have to be right and they have to control. And it just never works out, because it's only when we can relax into being in complete guidance does it go along easily. But right before I was doing this video, I was really meditating, and what I was receiving from Kuan Yin was about the only peace that we'll ever find is within us. You can't look outside yourself for peace. It's only by going inside, finding peace within yourself, that when you do look outside and you see, then you can see or be in peace when you see everything else. And so I hope I'm saying this right, in that when we go inside and find utter peace with everything about ourselves, it's so much easier to look outside and be at peace with what's going on outside of ourselves, because we are at peace. When we are at peace, that allows all the energy inside of us and outside of it to find perfect resolution, the highest resolution for all. When we are in angst, when we are frustrated and we are pushing out that energy of, no, you don't, you're not seeing me. No, that's not right. No, you're doing it wrong. It creates more chaos in the realm of energy. And energy can't find a perfect resolution because it's, I'm sorry, I have this vision of this game that I've been playing on my little phone recently. And it's about this ball that shoots out like 70 balls all at once, and it bounces off all, like a pinball machine almost, off all these squares and bricks. And it can just go into chaos every once in a while when it gets really tight space, and the balls are all bouncing off crazily off all of these different angles. And that's what happens when we push out that energy. But when we retract and we go into ourselves and we find the peace, when we go into that inner space in our heart that is peaceful, and you can look at yourself in complete love and acceptance, When you then open your eyes and you look out to everything else around you, you then see everything as a mirror, a reflection of that peace and loving. And really understand this, that when you can't look at yourself with peace and understanding and love, when you look out, you look with those same eyes of judgment, of anger, of maybe lack, of angst. So the greatest thing you can do for yourself, the greatest thing I can do for myself, is to go within and find my peace, find the love for myself, find acceptance for myself, forgiveness if you want to use that word. And then when I open my eyes, I can look at everyone in all the situations with that same energy. And we're really being challenged right now with everything that's going on to do that for ourselves, most importantly for ourselves. But the benefit is for everyone. And so I can't help but want to extend that invitation to you to take a moment to find and look inside yourself. And if you can't find peace, that's the opportunity of looking at why, right? That's the opportunity. So I want one final card, a message for everybody. And I'm going to do it for Ganesh's deck again. A message for everyone. Do I want that one or this one? What is this? You know what? Maybe I'll do 2 cards. I'm really feeling like I want to get one from this deck. This was the Soul Truth. These are different. Like I said, I haven't used them, so this is going to be a surprise about what the card even looks like or what it does. These are, like I said, different. There's no... So I'm asking for, let me clarify for the deck first. I want a message for myself, for the viewers, for everybody in these times, this message of today. What's the message that we would all benefit from hearing in this beautiful day in April? I'm really feeling good. I thought my voice would actually give out more than it has. So I've been quite pleased. And as I say that, bring awareness on it, and it wants more attention. All right, give me one card here. Message for everyone for the day. A message for everyone for the day. I need bigger hands for some of these decks. These decks, it feels like they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I found one. This is it. This is it. Oh, I love this. I love this. Name all the things you love. Are you one of them? Are you one of the things that you love? Was that not what I was just talking about? And then what does it say? The mantra, I give myself all the love and attention I need. Oh, it's beautiful. Can you give yourself unconditional love? How long for? Louise Hay House Publishing, has a beautiful... she had taught a way of expressing love to yourself, which was to go and look at yourself in a mirror and look in your eyes in the mirror and express unconditional love for yourself for at least 2 minutes. 2 minutes doesn't sound like for a long time, but do it to yourself in a mirror and look in your eyes. See your soul through those eyes. we tend to look in a mirror and we get very judgmental about the things that we see there. Can you look at those same things and express loving thoughts to them? Yeah, do that, please. And I'm even, as I'm doing this video, because I see myself, I see my own, my own vision in this camera as I'm doing this. I'm sending love to myself, going, good for you. You got up, you did this, you're expressing yourself. It's not always easy to come on, and I had no idea what I wanted to talk about today. I just knew that I needed to do this, and I'm so glad I did. I got to spend this time with you, but most importantly, I got to spend it with myself, with my spiritual team in full support, and this beautiful message of loving ourselves. So please spend a couple of minutes in front of a mirror expressing the love to yourself, because you deserve it. Yeah. Beautiful. I said I was going to do one more from Ganesh, and yet I picked up the dragon. I'm going to go for Ganesh. It's going to be hard to beat that one though, right? That was such a beautiful card. That was the perfect card. Perfect card. I'm going to do one more though, just because I said I would. And we started with Ganesh. We'll end with Ganesh. Yeah. Concentration, it says. And you know what I love about this is he's holding a piece of paper that he's looking at, but I want you to look at that as a mirror, that you're concentrating on loving yourself, because I feel like this is just a reiteration of reflecting back to you. Reflect back to you some unconditional love and acceptance. What else do we see here? Yeah. Just really feels like it's like he's looking at a piece of paper, but I feel like it's really a mirror for our conversation here today. It's the mirror that you can look back at, concentrating on expressing unconditional acceptance of yourself, especially the parts of you that you always tend to judge or put down. You need to be focused on a single objective or purpose at this time. Ask to channel all your energy, tools towards that one goal. Commit to the task and eliminate the distractions that's going to take your attention away from what you're trying to realize. Perfect, right? Remain as objective as possible. And that's okay, right? Sit back and look at yourself through the eyes of your soul. Your soul self, your higher self, your spiritual team. Feel that energy when you look at yourself in that mirror into your eyes, and feel it reverberate in your body. I know when I did it the first time, I really teared up because I realized I had not been doing that enough. So I think it's a beautiful ending. And this was so wonderful to be with all of you today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And many blessings in dealing with our new normal for the next couple of weeks, right? Namaste.